There you are. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding this place.
Fortune favor you, my friend. Did you know that pregnant dogs are filled with puppies? A lovely sweet meat. Choose a reward. Your crates are gone, my friend. But there are always additional. Goodbye, my friend.
What do you think you'll make with that?
There you are. Ah, I take it Gwendis found you, and I assume that you dealt with Rizal Jul. Then we are ready to begin. Let's find out why they tried so hard to hide this place from my memories. A forgotten tumble of ruins in the desolate Lokrata Hills. I found a trap door that should grant us access to the chambers beneath, but it's locked tight. Look around for a way to open the trap door, and I'll meet you at the West Tower. I advise caution, my friend. As with Rizal Jul and Camp Tamrith, I have a feeling that the enemy remains at least one step ahead of us. Since I assume that Montclair's memory was never affected, who knows what we may find in the ruins below.
Who are you? You don't look like a skeever. By Arce's beard, it is good to see a friendly face in this evil land. Yes, a tomb held the broken scythe blade that killed Saint Octavian. I hope it helps our cause. I was just about to leave when I saw you enter the ruins. I must return to Alvarin with this relic.
I rejoice that you still live. Arce's blessing served you well. Cecibel has returned. What of the others? I feared as much. Alas for Edwig's weakness and the evil deeds of the bandits. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. I have rewards for your bravery and skill in Arce's cause.
Over here. Did you find anything that might help us? Over here. Did you find anything that might help us? It is. A veil has been cast upon these ruins. It's just as I expected. Loraya knew I'd come here and has placed an obstacle in our way. As I feared, the delay caused by my missing memories allowed Montclair to reach this place before us. This veil, it has Lorea's deft touch about it. Loraya has placed a veil upon these ruins. It It's a simple illusion spell that she amplified using the power of the Lightless Remnant. It hides the true topography and makes her see exactly what she wants. She set the trap, and we walked right into it. When we push forward, Lorraine's veil is far from perfect, and she made it specifically to hinder me and my vampiric charges. She wasn't expecting you, however. You should be able to guide us through the veil using the tears that litter the illusion. Disturbed this ancient place and awoken its guardians. Way ahead appears blocked. I'm sure it's another illusion.
That's the last of them.
The veil hid this gauntlet of traps from us. We need to move through this area with caution. A real chasm or another illusion? We probably shouldn't chance it. See if you can locate another tear. This way. With the veil torn, I can see a way up over there. Another obstacle. Look how the rubble blocks those doors. Come talk to me when you have a moment. Look how the rubble blocks the front of the door. I don't think we can get through this way. We're close to the end of the veil. I can feel it. Beyond that door lies the oldest section of the ruins, a section that dates back to the ancient Aliads. We just need to locate another tear. If there isn't one, our quest may come to naught. Hopefully that's the last of the veil. Let's see if we can get through that door now. Well done, my friend. I'll meet you on the other side. I think what we're looking for is just beyond this chamber. The item we seek is through here. Follow me. This must be what we're looking for. Amazing. It's as though it has been waiting for us all of this time. I wonder, is this book real, or just another of Lorea's illusions? Remarkable. It appears to be an intact volume of Ayleid lore. If it's real, then this is what we came here to... No. This can't be correct. This is all about the Remnant of Light, before it became corrupted. It mentions that the Remnant requires a vessel to make full use of its limitless potential. A container for its abundant power. Now, that seems likely. Between the relic's magic and the vampiric abilities I inadvertently provided, Montclair has become more powerful than I expected. The book also says that if we break the vessel, we break the relic. I will need to think upon that. Well, my friend, it appears that the book is real and not part of Lorea's illusion. I believe it will be of great help to us in the trials ahead. That said, I have much research to do. Ancient Ayleid isn't my native language, you know. I believe so, yes. I have much more reading to do before we get to that point, though. Know that we wouldn't have this advantage if not for you. I could never have navigated Lorea's Veil without your help. While I continue my research, you should head to North Point. Gwendis caught wind of Lorea in that area, and I had her direct Durell and Tamrith to take their troops north. I'm sure they'd appreciate any help you can provide. Baron Dorrell considers North Point to be his seat of power. He has a number of holdings there, including a lucrative maritime endeavor. It makes sense that Montclair would send Lorea there. If they control North Point, they control the North. Gwendis reported that North Point has been sealed. I fear Montclair already controls the city. Find Baron Dorrell. He commands the troops amassing outside the city. I'm sure he has a plan in motion. Talk to the Baron and see what you can do to help. I expect that Baron Dorrell and his troops will have found a good vantage point outside the city. While you help them liberate North Point, I'll continue to study the Ayleid book we discovered.
That should come in handy.
9 times out of 10, the cynics are right.
Come and take us!
Charge!
You need to keep moving!
scourge thump those toothless runts. By Moloch's left fang, those whoreson dogs, sons of trolls, the first forge burned them! Ogre dung. My husband Esmail and I were kidnapped by Oathbound. I fought my way out, but my husband couldn't get through. Damn Osric. I should kill him for this. He's the prince of my stronghold. I left it recently, married a Red Guard. Osric swore an oath to Malacath over it, and sent those Oathbound after us. If he thinks I've abandoned my husband, he's a fool. You are kind to make such an offer, my friend. I actually hurt my sword arm slaying my captors. I could use an ally. If this lot has harmed Esmail, I'll bring this cave down around their heads.
Who drank the last of the mead? I can't remember her name. The pretty one, the beard. Perform the dangerous summoning.
No! Esmail? Is he... No. Don't tell me he's dead. He can't be. Damn Osric. Damn the stronghold. I left peacefully. I harmed no one, left with nothing but the clothes on my back. And in return, they slaughter Esmail? Murder him in cold blood? Osric leaves me no choice. My husband is dead. Killed by a hate-filled mongrel, and his honor must be served. Osric wants to live in the old ways. I'll show him how to die in the old ways. I'll swear my own oath to Malacath with a blood sacrifice. Osric's siblings, Thrug and Larsgug, were with the Oathbound that took us. They should work nicely. Help me get their heads and find a ritual site, and I'll handle the rest.
Let's go!
Fools. Fearing death is cowardly, but rushing headlong into it is stupid. With us, dung heap.
a fool to come back, Loshgik.
The head of Thrug. He brought it on himself. Let's go. Lashkik, I'll make gloves from your skin.
You're paralyzed. Don't think. Move.
Larsgog's cruelty often outstripped that of her brothers. It was the only way to gain recognition in her family. We've got everything we need for the ritual. Come, friend. Let's have a word. I had no love for Larsgog and Thrug, but I didn't relish their deaths. I thought by leaving the stronghold, I was leaving this bloodshed behind. At any rate, we have everything we need to swear the oath. We need to find a place to swear the oath. Oath-bound cults usually have daises where they worship Malakath. There should be one here.
He goes to the city for the He enjoys the attention.
9 times out of 10, the cynics are right.
The day will be ours.
This architecture. It's Daedric. I think it'll work. There are 2 pikes around the ritual area. Place a head on each, facing the dais. Then my work begins. I'm going to ask for Osgric to be brought to us. But this will be my first oath of vengeance. Malakath may slay Osgric outright. He may slay us, or both. I've heard he can be fickle. Orcs certainly are. Be prepared for anything. Malakath, god of curses, I appeal to you in my rage. My better half lies dead. My blood burns. My blade hungers. Grant me vengeance. Grant me justice for the honor of my love lost. Grant me Osgric, and I will grant you his head in your name.
Loshgik, I hear your oath. Osgric the Minor turned my oath bound against you. One of my own. And you seek justice for this. Good. Then your anger is my anger. Osgric the Coward flies from your fury. From your champion. I will not have your rage denied. Prepare yourself, and prepare your champion. Osgric comes to you.
Attack! That's it, partner. Give them everything you've got.
What's on your mind?
Swearing that oath was never going to bring Esmail back. But I hope he's comforted in knowing I've avenged his honor. He never quite understood the fiercer side of my orc tendencies. What those fiends did to him. I pray he rests in peace. There will be an answer for what's happened today. The firstborn of an orc chief is dead. The stronghold will come for me, but my anger runs deeper than they'll expect. I'll gladly pit my rage against theirs. Thank you for all you've done. Honor is satisfied, for all that it will do in the grand scheme. My husband is gone.
Taste our steel! Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
You there! Please! You must help! Traveler, please. Have you heard tidings of the Edrold family? I've just come from their manor, and they're gone. Just gone! I've just arrived from Wayrest. Preparations are underway for my Arlie and I to be married. When I returned, the estates were deserted. Her family, the servant, gone. I don't know what could have happened to them. No, I don't. Arlie's parents have owned this estate since before I was born. We were to be wed here, but a month from now. I know that Rivenspire has bigger problems right now, but this is my future. Will you help me look for them? Thank you. I'm fairly competent with a dueling blade, but I'm out of my element here. Let's start in the manor house. There has to be some clue there. Quiet as the grave. Wherever they are, they're not here. Dulcie was causing her worry. The servant? My word. We should search her... Arlie's room. Dear sweet Arlie. If anything's happened to her, I don't know what I'll do. That trapdoor led down to an undercroft beneath the manor, but Arlie's mother sealed it up long ago. There! Stendhal's mercy. Better have left some clue. This might be it. This seems to be Dulcie's diary. She was concerned. She writes about Arlie's sad smiles. Missing me, no doubt. She brought Arlie flowers. And then they went to the windmill. Oh dear. Well, it's just that the windmill is our spot. Me and Arlie's. It's where we went to, you know, rendezvous. So why would she take Dulcie there? It doesn't make any sense. Not much. Not about that, anyway. Wait. They saw the Baroness hide something away at the windmill. It doesn't say what. Traveler, the Baroness never goes out there. Why would she hide something? Nothing. Nothing. But I'm shaking like a leaf. Here, take it away from me. Let's go. Let's check out the windmill. When we were children, Arlie and I came here to get away from the world. What I wouldn't give to have her with us now. Arlie told her mother. Then it's true. It's all... That's the key to the Undercroft. That must have been what the Baron has hid here. Why? We should investigate. The Undercroft. Steel yourself. We don't know what's down there. Harley's mother did this? She summoned a Daedric prince to... But why? Stendarr's mercy! What is that? Are you seeing this? Nothing. What did you just do? It's getting hot over here. The air is starting to fill with dust. I did it! You've done it! Arlie, she's...
Thank the Eight. When we found the portal closed, I feared the worst. A little tired, but unhurt. Dulcie and I managed to overpower our captors. Mother and Father, they're still trapped. I'm afraid to ask, but would you be willing to look for them? Fedric brought you, didn't he? I knew he'd not forget me, but I worried. Dulcie, will you go with our new friend? I need a moment with Fedric. Oh, I knew he wouldn't abandon me. Thank you for coming. If we get through this, we will be in your debt. During the night, there was a crash, and then these terrible creatures crawled up out of the basement. Father, he tried to fight them off, but they overwhelmed him. They caught us and dragged us here, to this awful place. No, but there are ruins everywhere. Maybe near one of those? I'm sorry, but I'm not sure.
Let's get moving. Arlie, be safe. Please, don't tell Arlie this. Her mother's responsible for bringing us here. She may not be happy to see us. Lava goes on as far as I can see. How can anything live in this place?
Please. I don't want to die.
The day is ours.
The Daedra. They took my little girl, Arlie. Have you seen my Arlie? Oh, thank Julianos. I should have never gone into the Undercroft. I should have never taken that key. Ask Dolki. None of this would have happened if she... But it doesn't matter now. I just want Arlie to be happy again. Is that so wrong? And my husband? Is Alan all right? Do be careful. I don't need to tell you how dangerous this place is.
They made their choices. So be it.
Another mortal come to play? Well now, I've broken a sweat. I've not had this much fun in ages.
Funny. She's not as scary now.
Hey! Over here! Help! Please! Daedra everywhere. Took my wife, my daughter. Wait. Before I go, the big one, the leader, she has some kind of device. She called it a sigil stone. So long as she has it, she can open the Undercroft portal whenever she wants. You must destroy it, please. Thank you, stranger. Without you, I don't like to think what would have happened to us.
Arlie!
My friend, you are truly a hero worthy of song. I can't begin to express the depth of my thanks. You've done so much for me already. Might I ask your advice? My future. As we've walked together, I've come to see how small my life really is. If you hadn't come along, my dearest Arlie and her family would be dead. And perhaps myself as well. I feel perhaps I should strike out on my own. Become like you? You are right. Of course. Had I not left, none of this would ever have happened. There is something to be said for strength of arms, but it is not to be my lot in life.
Everything goes back to the way it was? I don't know how I feel about that. Federic's back, and Arlie, she really does care for him. Seeing the look on her face as he stepped through that portal. Look, I'm just a servant. If me being around causes problems for her, maybe I shouldn't stay. You're right. How could I ever consider abandoning her? She needs me now, more than ever. Before you go, Arlie wants to speak with you. She's waiting for you just outside.
I know you were only thinking of me, Mother, but I sometimes wonder about your temper. Oh, our Savior, thank you again for everything you've done. Only to say that without you, none of this would have been possible. My father, my mother, Dulki, maybe even Federic, we would all be dead right now. If you ever have need of a home, please, you will be welcome here.
Practice makes the master.
Arlie, dear, you really must settle something for us.
Tell him.
Tell him what?
That I'm the one you love. It's obvious.
What? It is not. Surely you love me, Arlie. Tell her!
Please don't make me do this.
Arlie, we were only having a bit of fun.
You don't really have to choose between us.
Not right away, at any rate.
Federic!
Well, she's going to have to choose sometime.
Too old, What's this? Another stranger strutting into my town? Perfect. They'll probably give you the mayor's job. Experience? Phew, you don't need that. Just ask the new constable. Me? No. Why would I be frustrated? 10 years as town constable, and the mayor just up and decides to fire me the other day. Can you imagine? Says I'm getting too old, and the new constable will do a better job. The dung-heap bastard. That's the thing, no one even knows him. Gavindian, that's his name. He and his bailiff sauntered into town last week, and now he's constable? Something smells wrong. Say, think you could poke around and try to find out what's really going on? Sad times when I have to rely on a stranger. But I do appreciate you asking around. The mayor, the jeweler, the miller, they're all acting strangely. There's something they're not saying. I'll be back at the inn if you learn anything.
The constable says my job is just to sit here and look pretty. I think I'm doing that fairly well.
Welcome to Fell's Run. Normally, we'd welcome you with open arms and throw a feast, but not this year. We had a terrible harvest, and times are hard. Might be better if you moved on and spent the night in North Point. Come back next year. She caught you out at the edge of town, eh? She feels betrayed, I know. I hope someday she understands. The last thing I wanted to do was hurt her. My wife and I both have always treasured her friendship. My wife? Oh, she doesn't exactly know. Well, she's been sick. Yes, she's sick. Hasn't left the house for days. Poor thing. Yes, I should actually get in there and check on her. No time for idle gossip. Take care now.
I've little time for talk.
There is no choice in the matter. The constable says we need your wagon and your horse.
But what will I do? If I can't haul grain, I can't make any coin. My family will starve.
Have you forgotten? You do want us to keep your family safe, do you not? I suggest you close your mouth.
What in oblivion do you want? Unless you can haul it yourself, don't tell me you have a load of grain that needs to be ground at the mill. The constable's deputy just confiscated my damn wagon. Look, I don't know you, and I don't need you meddling in my personal affairs. I'm not looking for trouble, and I'm not saying a single damn word about the new constable. You'll mind your own business if you know what's good for you.
No, I'm not coming. No, I'm not. Don't even ask. I'll come back, but only when Gaylord says it's safe. Yes, that's right. Only when Gaylord says. Gaylord told me to stay right here until then. Gaylord is my friend. He looks after me since my parents died. Gaylord said it isn't safe in town. No. That constable. Gaylord recognized him from Daggerfall. Said he was a bad man. Gaylord went to meet the constable, but never came back. Gaylord went to meet the constable in the constable's new house. Just there, to the south. Used to be the fisherman's house, but the constable took it. The fisherman just went away. I hope Gaylord didn't go away too.
I think perhaps it's best if you go ahead and close up the shop early today, Lady Mondori. In fact, why don't you go ahead and do that now?
Yes, Constable Gavendir. I'll close up right away. Just don't do anything rash. Oh, hello there. You must be new in town. I'm sorry, but the jewelry shop is closed for today. Constable Gavendir's orders. Oh, I think he's worried about security. Yes, with the rumors of bandits robbing people on the road, we have to be careful. There's supposed to be a big parcel of amethysts coming in from the mine, too. Gods, I hope it gets here safely. Strange? No, nothing. Nothing at all. Why would you ask? Oh, well, there's Gaspar. He's a little soft in the head. He's run out of town and refuses to come back. I worry about him. He really should go back home. Another...
Oh, my head is pounding. 3 loaves of bread and I'm still foggy. I don't care what happens. Remind me to never drink that rum posset again. You were asking around town, though, about that toothless run of a constable. Did you learn anything? Hostages? I knew those bastards were up to something. Damn. Constable Gavendian just left here with Lady Mondori. Bailiff Sagabar's still upstairs, though. We should try to get into his room and see what else we can find. Well, I bought this sleeping draft so I could sleep off this headache, but I guess I won't be napping now. Take it upstairs and find a way to distract Sagabar. Slip it into his drink. Then follow him into his room before he passes out.
Here's the thing.
Look, I have just about Oh, sorry. I thought you were that lecherous bailiff again. He tries to grope me every time I bring him a drink. Gall and pox, of course not. I'm a barmaid, not a strumpet. Besides, I know his type. He may talk sweet, but get him behind closed doors and he turns mean. I try to avoid his kind. What, from looking at my bottom? If I knew how to make him stop, I would have done it hours ago. No, I just want him to leave me alone.
What do you say? You interested in having a bit of a laugh? I developed this little trinket to summon a Banekin. I thought it would impress the Archmage, but instead it got me kicked out of the Mage's College. I was thinking of testing the trinket here. You know, to frighten someone and have a laugh. Here. I was thinking the barmaid. But if you're crazy enough to try it on the bailiff, all the better. Depending on how it works, maybe I'll go into business selling these things. Let's see how it works.
Oh, sweet Tuwaka, save me. It's a Banekin. Suddenly, I don't feel so well.
Now that my skull stopped pounding, I'm ready to crack someone else's. Did you find anything in that Red Guard's room? Do we know where they're holding the hostages? All right, we've got to go get them. That's the most important thing. Did you find anything to explain why Gavendian went to all this trouble? He didn't do it so he could just steal my job, did he? Then maybe I should stay here and rouse the bailiff. My head's clear, but my legs are still wobbly. You go to the old mill and free the hostages, while I drag Sagabar to the stocks. He'll tell me what they're planning, one way or another.
Praise the Eight. Did you kick that stupid thug's teeth in? I don't know what was worse, being held hostage or smelling that ruffian's breath. What about the robbery, though? Did you stop them, or did they get away with the jewels? You didn't know? That's why they were holding us. Gavendian was waiting for Loraviv Mondori's big amethyst parcel to come in. He was holding the three of us hostage to keep the town in line. Hours ago, that thug Bullzog was actually going to execute us if he didn't hear from that crooked constable soon. You really...
I love cities. The rude people, the noise, the chaos. Is it strange that I find it comfortable?
Damn bastard Gavendian. Did it all for the jewels. And got away with it, too. Yeah, he got me good. I'll survive, but he cut Loraviv's throat. He didn't have to. He just did it to prove a point. I thought I could be cruel, but he is a monster. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe if I hadn't confronted him, he wouldn't have killed her. At least the hostages are all right. You did your part, and you did it well. We can't let that maggot-eating bastard Gavendian get away with this. Old Sagabar wasn't so tough after he got into the stocks. He told me where Gavendian went, where their camp is. What I want to do is go after Gavendian myself, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, and I don't want him to slip away. If you're willing, then yes. Do whatever it takes. Just put him down. Oh, and retrieve the jewels, too.
Come on! Get out of there!
To the side!
I need healing!
Circle around! I'm hurt! Go around! From the side!
Look
There's
here.
always a hero in every
Stranger's
town.
loss might be
They
our
always
gain.
come after me, and they always die.
Now you're just showing off.
This is a great area for harvesting.
Sagabar and I were just making bets on whether you'd return. Looks like Sagabar's a two-time loser. Did you do it then? Did you kill Gavendian? Thank you. I suppose it will do little to console young Reuben, but at least we can give Lady Mondori a proper funeral. I got my job back. The mayor's even increased my wages. You have my gratitude. By Moloch, you have the whole town's gratitude.
Victory is cruel. Defeat is worse. The only shame in getting knocked down is in not getting back up. I can't take much more of this!
don't fear dark places so much as the things that lurk in them. A fight? Good. Careful there.
You could have an accident.
You're planning to eat that, right?
Please, have mercy. Please, do not strike me. I am not with the bitter hand. I am as a tree buried beneath the ground, stuck in darkness and doomed to die. I am not even a bandit anymore. Yes, I admit I was with them, and I admit that I did bad things. I have robbed, and I have beaten, but I have never just cut down an innocent person. When the Bitter Hand began this practice of murdering people, that is when I decided to leave. Well, as you can see, they did not like that. They say I know too much, that I cannot just float away down the river. They will soon kill me, unless a kind soul like yourself would release me. Then I can go and put down new roots in Shornelm. Yours is truly a generous spirit to release me from this dark place, but I would be most ungrateful if I did not tell you the entire truth. If I am truly to leave here, to put down new roots and find new life, more is needed to be done. My misdeeds were not only connected with the Bitter Hand, they were also entwined with another. There is a Breton woman who was a partner of sorts. She sold the items I acquired. She will not be happy if I try to end our arrangement. She is not far. She is in Fell's Run. Her name is Brigabeth. I would go speak to her myself, but she would cut me down. I was only thinking, since you were helping me here, you might speak to her on my behalf. As the mud is my mother, I will return your generosity, stranger. I go from here to the chapel in Shornhelm to repent of my misdeeds. Find me there at the chapel, and I will ensure you receive a fruitful reward for your help. Thank you. I will see you again at the chapel in Shornhelm.
No remorse!
Here's a sight. What do you make of this?
Spread out!
That should come in handy.
There's something wonderful about wandering a city's streets with no destination.
I'm not selling anything, friend. You'll have to go inside and talk to Sabir. My part in this business is in acquiring the items we sell and managing relations with our partners. It's about time. I haven't heard anything from that slippery lizard in weeks. If she's not able to deliver a steady supply, we can't keep doing business together. Tell me you've got something more for me than an excuse. Ha! She's getting out of the bandit business? Impossible. What's she going to do? Move to Shornhelm and try to earn an honest living? That's really courageous of her. To tell you the truth, I've often dreamed of doing the same thing. I thought if I tried something like that, then she and the other Bitterhand bandits would track me down and kill me. I was afraid. I don't know. Where would I go? What would I do? Maybe I could start over with Tibajah. Yes. Tell her to keep an eye out for me. I'll have to think about this. But it's starting to sound like a good idea.
Cities are as alive, fickle, and uncertain as people. Some are good, some are bad. Some give you gifts, others rob you blind.
It is good to see you, my generous friend. I came here to pray to Mara for forgiveness for my past, and it was like the clouds parted and the sun shined on my soul. I have decided to stay and devote my life to Mara. It is a better life. She did. That is funny, but I do not expect she will follow through. Regardless of her path, though, I am grateful she will not interfere with mine, and for that, I have you to thank. You have cleared away the weeds so that I may set down new roots and thrive. Someday, I hope I can do the same for another and repeat the cycle. No, for many years I dreamt of escaping the current that carried my life, but it demanded I swim upstream, and such a sacrifice I was not willing to make. Until now. I suspect Brigabeth will not make the sacrifice, and she will not change.
Need something to ride?
Yes? Anything I can do?